beautiful, welcome back to my channel. I just got out of the shower, hence the hair, and I am gonna get ready for the day. I'm gonna do my makeup. Hopefully it will survive the heat outside. It's supposed to be 104 degrees Fahrenheit today, but I'm just gonna be trying some tried and true favorites. I'm gonna be talking about a sale that's going on right now and chatting a little bit about New York adventures together with Samantha March. And if you haven't been there before, if this is your first video here, hello, my name is Angie. I am such a lover of beauty makeup. I love everything beauty makeup related, especially things a little bit more on the colorful side. So I'll try to do something a little bit more colorful today. And if you want to see some more makeup videos on your timeline, do not forget to subscribe because I upload several videos every week. And yeah, just got out of the shower. I feel like I should have exfoliated, and I think I will do some exfoliation tonight because tomorrow I'm actually gonna be, I think I'm gonna be like out and about a little bit because it's been really good weather. It's supposed to be really good weather. People keep asking me, oh, are you adapting because you're saying degrees in Fahrenheit now? No, it's because none of you are adapting. So listen, I'll adapt. I'll be the one that adapts. I'm gonna actually be putting this perfume on for the very first time. Well, it's not the very first time. I've actually tried this on me before, but it's the very first time with my own bottle. I bought this in New York, and this is the replica by Maison Margiela, and this is the When the Rain Stops. And this perfume, ugh, I love these bottles. They're so beautiful. And this is a Fresh Rain and Sun Rays Memory in Fragrance. And this is described as a very watery scent. It smells like when the rain stops. It smells very much of rain. It has that note that's called petrichor, which is basically the note of rain when it hits like earth, or when it hits like dry earth or hits like pavement. It's a little bit almost metallic-y, has that metallicness of dirt, and not so much like the greens. It's more like, it's a very earthy unisex scent, and I just bought it. I absolutely love it, and I'm actually going to be filming a perfume video after this, so I thought I'd wear this one. I just feel like it's such a different like scent that's very easy to get a hold of because it is available at Sephora, and I'm just super excited. As I said, it is 104 degrees, so I'm actually going to be using this Matte Attack Primer by Nomad Cosmetics. I'm going to be using both a matte primer, and I'm actually going to be using powder as well because I do get a little bit oily in my T-zone, and I just I just try to be able to keep this makeup for the rest of the day. This primer does have Absolite in it, which is an ingredient that is was first discovered in Sweden, and it is known for really being able to absorb a lot of excess oils so that you're able to stay matte throughout the day if you have more oily skin. I do not have super oily skin, but I have noticed that when it's super hot and very humid, which it is right now, I do get very oily around my T-zone. I wouldn't say very, but to the point where I at least want to powder a bit. I am actually going to be using the Uma foundation. I do have this, I have this in Fair Lady T3W, and I'm trying to use this one up because it is one of the oldest foundations in my collection, but I still like it, so I want to use it, so I'm going to be using that one. Let me go wet the sponge. I decided to zoom in a little bit because I felt like that was the right thing to do. So last week we were in New York. Is this gonna be okay? This is a little dark for me right now, but I feel like, because I mean, right now I don't have any self-tanner on. I only have the tan that I have been getting by the pool. And when you keep like washing your face and scrubbing your face, of course your face is gonna be the least tan one. So right now I do need to be wearing a foundation that's like a shade darker than my face to be actually matching the rest of me. But I think that this is gonna be good. But yeah, we spent last weekend in New York, and it was just so much fun. Traveling with Samantha is always a hoot. We have a lot of similar interests, and we also have our energy really matches, and I feel like we just had so much fun. And I will say that one of the compliments that I get the most from people that know me, people that like know me, is that I'm very easygoing. Like I'm open for anything. You want to have Chinese? That's fine. You want to have Japanese? You want to have Italian? I'm up for that. You want to have drinks? You want to go to bed early? You want to go to a water park? I am all down for it. I'll do anything if that is something that you want to do. You want to go shopping for sports gear? I'll come along. You want to go to an esports tournament? I'm down for it. Like I'm like really up for anything, and I feel like Samantha is the same. And we're also not afraid of saying, you know what, I really need a break. I really need a drink. I could really use a bathroom, or in our case, an ice cream. And spending time with her, traveling, even though, I mean, I've only been to Las Vegas once, where she lives, of course, and then we went to Minneapolis together with Sigma Beauty. We met once before in New York, and now we went to New York together. But yeah, I can really tell that she's a really good travel partner, and I felt the same when I was traveling, both with Karen Harris and Heather Austin. I mean, me and Karen were in New York, and me and Heather Austin were in Cancun. Just very easygoing, positive travel partners. There's just like up for anything. Okay, so this is looking quite matte right now, but I'm kind of down for it. I'm actually going to be using a little bit of this one. I've been using this lately. I actually really like this one. This is the KVD Good Apple Concealer, right? And this one is in light 119. Not 100% sure what shade I got, but I think I tried getting this one in a peach undertone to use it under my eyes, because sometimes I have a little bit of dark circles. I think that's like how. And I mean, me and Samantha, we're already like, so where do we want to go next? Because like, we got bit by the travel bug. We love traveling. I always love traveling. And so does she. I think she has a minor in traveling from college here in the US. That's not really something. I mean, I actually went to a kind of a restaurant chef school when I was younger. And that specific school had a specialty in tourism. So I think we are coming from actually a very similar background, because it does say that I have a degree from like tourism, which is, I mean, a little different, I guess. Although I ended up working inside of Sweden, Swedish tourism in the restaurant business. I mean, that looks really nice. I was feeling like having a full coverage, almost matte face day. I'm gonna be using some of my favorite powders right now. It is the NYX HD finishing powder under my eyes, and I'm gonna be using the Nikea Joy loose powder on my face. I'm gonna be doing my brows as well. I think I have them here. Yeah, I'm still using the Give Beauty eyebrow pencil. Oh, I bought the Give Beauty new lipsticks today on Sephora. So excited to be receiving them. They seem so beautiful. I am so excited because that formula, beautiful. Okay, let me finish that up and we can use some bronzers and blushes and highlights so we can talk about that sale that I have too. Like, I want to share some news with you. I actually ended up using the Nikea Joy powder all over my face. I'm very matte right now, but I'm gonna be using a little bit of LH Cosmetics. This is not the setting spray. This is the Prep, Fix and Refresh but it says setting spray, but this is the one to just set powders, a little bit like MAC Fix Plus, and I thought that that would be great for this. I didn't do my brows yet. I just wanted to show you how it looks now. I think it looks fairly flawless and still pretty close to like my arms and my hands, so go me. Okay, now brows. Okay, brows are done. I think my brow pen is about to and like expire, be out, so I need to order a new one. So what I'm gonna be using now is that I'm gonna be using a couple of these singles by Sigma. I'm gonna start with the bronzer. This is the matte bronzer in medium. Let me tell you, Sigma is doing a special sale. This is not sponsored, but they sent me a mail and I wanted to let you know, because I know a lot of you have been very intrigued by Sigma lately, as have I. They've been doing some really kick-ass products these past couple of years, and I wanted to let you know about this sale. They are gonna have a 30% off sale if you use my affiliate code. If you use the code Angelica, and like I said, this is not sponsored, but if you use my code Angelica, you will get 30% off everything at Sigma, starting today on the 9th and going all the way through this weekend to the 12th. So if there was something that you wanted to try, maybe you wanted to try these new single bronzers and blushes and highlighters, or if you wanted to try one of their palettes, like the new Mod palette, have it here, or I'm gonna be using a little bit of this one, which I think is my favorite palette. It's the Untamed one. Such a nice one. Or the brushes, 30% off using the code Angelica. I will leave my link and the code down below, and yeah, this is valid until the 12th, which is Sunday. And this is the shimmery blush in Tiger Lily. Yeah, Tiger Lily. It is like a warm pink with a goldy sheen. Super, super pretty. I was so excited to see them come out with singles. I think these singles are just so beautiful. Now that I went to New York, the only bronzer I brought was this medium one, because I was like, this is all I need. It is so pretty. So yeah, this is like a pink that I can do, a warm pink with like a sheen, super pretty. And I'm actually going to be using this highlighter for the first time today. This is in Golden Hour, and the reason why I'm picking this one, because I have all of them, these were sent to me in PR, is that I think it's going to be good, but I accidentally nicked this one, you can see. So I mean, I won't be able to give this away anyway, so I might as well just like use it. So let's see how Golden Hour is. Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be fine. I don't love a highlighter that's like super icy or light on me. So I honestly think that this is gonna be really good. And I'm pretty sure that this is the highlighter that Samantha brought to New York. So me and Samantha have a fairly similar skin tone. I think her undertone is a little bit more on the neutrally peachy side than mine, but other than that, I feel we are fairly similar in skin tone. Big fan. Unfortunately, I do not have any of the eye primers right now because the color that I want, which is Ignite, was sold out last time I checked. Maybe they're back in stock now. Oh, should I be stocking up? Oh, if it's back in stock, I'm definitely getting some, and with some I mean like 4. It is the best primer I know. It is a beautiful primer. I will say, if you have very dry lids, I would maybe suggest something that's a little bit more on the creamy side, like the Juvia's Place one, or the Glamlight one is really nice as well. But if you have normal or more oily lids, the primer stick from Sigma is amazing. They do have it in several colors. They also have some shimmery options if you like it just a one and done look, but I unfortunately do not have that because it was sold out in my color. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be using, because I have the Untamed here, I think this palette, I think I'm gonna do something with this red shade here that's called Rebel. But I kind of want to use, because I also have the Cinderella palette here. Shade do I want to use? Like the purple on the lid maybe, or the fantasy one that's like the pinky one, or maybe this one that's like a little, like maybe that one, and then maybe a little bit of the new mod as well. This is the newest palette, so I'm thinking I'm gonna start with the red, and then I'm gonna blend out the red with this new mod to make it into a reddish pink look. You know, I love matching reds and pinks together. It's my jam. I decided to use a little bit of the Glamlight primer today, but I'm starting up with this one from Untamed palette that is called Rebel. And I'm just gonna do that in my outer corner to have this to be a little dark. Oh, there's something about red, grungy reds, just brings me all kinds of reds. Who am I kidding? I love a dark red, I love a dual tone red, a grungy bricky one like this one. This whole Untamed palette is honestly just a grungy rainbow palette. It is so fun, and now I put my nail in the green one. Oopsie. Just such a fun shade. So I'm just putting this here, and of course these Sigma brushes are going to be on sale too. The only thing that is excluded from this sale, not using a Sigma brush, but I was using one for my highlighter before. I have so many Sigma brushes, they're so amazing, but the only thing that's excluded in this sale is the collab, like if they're doing like influencer collabs or influencer sets. That's the thing that's excluded from this sale up until Sunday. So other than that, I think everything's up for grabs. Okay, I'm gonna reach into the new mod, and like I said, I'm gonna use the shade that is called New Mod, which is like a light mauve matte, and I'm just gonna brush a little bit with that on the edge to just soften up the edge a little bit with this mauve shade. And maybe I'll put that in the inner part of the crease as well. I think this is gonna be nice. There's also a black in the Untamed palette. Maybe I want to use that. I think I might use a little black afterwards, but I think I'm gonna chill with the black, and I think I'm gonna go into the Cinderella palette. This was such a hit for them and such a fun palette. I think I'm gonna start with this one that's a little of a almost grayish purple. It's called One of a Kind, and I think I'm gonna do Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, this one, and just towards the end. I'm using the same spray from LH Cosmetics. You know what I wish that Sigma Beauty would do? Ooh, that's pretty. You know what I wish that they would do? I wish that they would do lip liners. I feel like they would kill that. I feel like they would do such good lip liners, but not only pinks. Please, we need some brownie beiges as well. But I feel like they would do really nice lip liners. And I'm gonna do a little one of the purple that's like a smoky purple, and I'm gonna put that towards the end here and just mix that together. And then I'm gonna do you hear my dog in the background? He's so loud. I don't know if you can hear him. But I'm gonna do a little bit of the black just out here too. But you can see it's like more grayish purpley tones. It's really fun though. And I'm gonna use a little bit of Wicked, which is just a matte black, and I'm just gonna put a little bit out here. This is actually the Sigma and Samantha Ravendal set. It's not gonna be on sale because codes don't work on it, but it is a really good brush set. Okay, so I decided to do a little bit of this like warm purple on the lower lash line. It is Kindness, this one here from the Cinderella palette. I think it turned out really good. And then finally, I'm gonna do the almost matte white in the Untamed palette in my inner corner. It's called Docile. Am I saying that correctly? Not 100% sure, but I am gonna put that in my inner corner. Ooh, let me finish this eye look up. I think I have some Sigma lashes as well. Let me put some of those on. Okay, so I put some glue on my lashes. They're lying here right now. It is the Sigma Fantasy lashes. I put them on the box, just letting the glue dry down a little bit. But I want to put some lip oil on. This is quickly grown to be one of my favorite lip liners. It is actually the Too Faced Lady Bold lip liner in Badass, and it is this beautiful neutral lip color that is just a little bit lighter than my lips. My lips do have a little bit of foundation on now, but it's my tone. It's like my lips, but like better, but also like a tone lighter. So I really love, for that reason, this lip liner with glosses and lip oils, and the Sigma lip oils are just amazing. This is definitely top 3 favorite products from Sigma. I think they're absolutely beautiful. And I have 3 shades here. I have the clear one, which is not a shade, dum-dum, but it is one. And then I have Tint, which is probably my most used one. But I thought today we can use the Tranquil because it is like a little pinky one. And I feel like this like eye look is leaning a little pinky. And I usually do not go for pink lip, but I thought, when in Rome, isn't this perfect with this eye look? Right? Oh, I love this lip oil. And this like applicator is so juicy, and it's beautiful formula, beautiful packaging, wonderful applicator. This is just a 10 out of 10 product, and it doesn't smell like anything. It doesn't smell like anything and doesn't taste like anything. It is just a stunning product that I cannot recommend this one enough. So this is basically the look. I'm just gonna put on some lashes, and I'm also gonna blow dry my hair. And oh, I can tell you about my future travel plans. I already know where I'm going next. Whew. Stay tuned. Okay, so the fantasy lashes are on, and yeah, this is the finished look. I'm really enjoying it, and if you're interested in any of these things, of course, I will leave a link and description of all of it down in the description box, together with my code, like I said, if you want to get 30% off everything at Sigma Beauty until Sunday the 12th. And I think that was everything for this video. I do want to like quickly talk about the fact that I'm actually since me going to New York, I got a message from my husband saying that he has an appointment at the embassy, the Swedish embassy in New York in August, where he is getting a new passport because he has to renew his Swedish passport. So yeah, I'm going back to New York in August, which is going to be super, super exciting. But it's also like, well, I just went there, but it's going to be fun though. I've talked to my husband about some things that I thought that could be fun for us to do. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. If you have any restaurants maybe that you think that we should like get some reservations on, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear from you. But yeah, I'm going back to New York in August. I hope you enjoyed this video just using some of the older products in my collection. I don't think that any of these products is like a new release. I think the Sigma single bronzer highlighter blushes are probably the newest release that I use today. Right, I think so. Usually I get a lot of comments saying I wish that you would use older products, but when I do, it's usually the videos that gets the least views. So if you did enjoy this video, if you did enjoy seeing a full video of things that are like, none of these are first impressions, all of these are things that I've already reviewed on my channel, things that I really like, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps with the algorithm. Share it if you think that is something that someone else should be seeing, because yeah, usually the videos using only old products, they don't get a lot of views. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you again, I think tomorrow? Yeah, because today is Thursday as you're seeing this. I'll see you again tomorrow for a new makeup releases, and it is probably going to be packed full because there's been a lot of really fun things that has been announced, and I cannot wait to chat with you about all of it. Bye!